Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
New York Times Business.
October 3, 10:41 America, New York. GM reports 24% increase in auto sales for quarter. The automaker's performance indicates that the global semiconductor shortage is beginning to ease. General Motors said it sold more than 14,700 Chevrolet Bolt electric cars in the third quarter, its highest quarterly total ever.
Daily FX Market News.
October 3, 10:35 America, New York. S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 extend gains despite weak ISM manufacturing data. September U.S. manufacturing activity clocked in at 50.9 versus 52.2 expected, growing at its weakest pace since May 2020, a sign that the economy is rapidly weakening.
Daily FX Market News.
October 3, 10:30 America, New York. Gold price forecast. Gold pulls back to key resistance as yields ease. A reprieve in the bearish trend to start Q4, but can gold bulls push anything more than a retracement? Or will higher rates continue to sink gold prices, longer term?
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
October 3, 10:20 America, New York. Two important points on GDP and economic growth. In his latest Financial Times column, undercover economist, Tim Harford reminds us of two important points about GDP per capita and economic growth. They are not a measure of welfare. Think about Middle East oil plutocracies, but they are highly correlated with individual welfare.
New York Times Business.
October 3, 10:12 America, New York. Less turnover, smaller raises. Hot job market may be losing its sizzle. Unemployment is low, and hiring is strong. But there are signs that frenzied turnover and rapid wage growth are abating. A Big coffee store in Sterling Heights, Michigan.
BBC News Business.
October 3, 9:45 America, New York. Vodafone and Three in merger talks. The third and fourth largest mobile phone networks reportedly hope to strike a deal by the end of the year.
Daily FX Market News.
October 3, 9:30 America, New York. Expecting a further depreciation in major indices. Indices such as the S&P 500, the FTSE 100 and the DAX are currently in a decline since January 2022 high. BBC News Business.
October 3, 9:17 America, New York. Tax U-turn lifts pound as borrowing costs fall. Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng remains under pressure to detail how he will pay for wider tax cuts.
New York Times Business.
October 3, 8:44 America, New York. Kim Kardashian to pay $1.26 million to settle SEC charges over crypto promotion. The SEC said Ms. Kardashian did not disclose she had been paid to promote a crypto token sold by Ethereum Max. Kim Kardashian at the Met Gala in May.
BBC News Business.
October 3, 8:17 America, New York. UK at significant risk of gas shortages this winter, warns energy regulator. The energy regulator Ofgem warns the UK is at risk of gas shortages this winter. Global economy.
October 3, 7:33 America, New York. Failure to learn lessons of 2008 caused LDI pension blow-up. There are clear parallels with many of the issues that led to the financial crisis.
Global economy.
October 3, 7:31 America, New York. The UK's global excuses for its homegrown problems. Pointing at the febrile nature of bond markets as not a substitute for fessing up to bad decisions on tax.
Marginal revolution.
October 3, 7:23 America, New York. The U.S. has relatively low rates of hiring discrimination. There have now been lots of resume audit studies in which identical resumes but for the minority distinct name are sent out to employers and callback rates are measured.
Global economy.
October 3, 7:14 America, New York. Telecom Plus surges as consumers flock to bundled utility deals. Shares jump more than 20% in group offering discounts on services from energy to broadband.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
October 3, 6:30 America, New York. Sonnet Bernicker Hart on whiskey. Scholar and distiller Sonnet Bernicker Hart of the Koval Distillery talks with Econ Talk host Russ Roberts about her career move from academia to whiskey making.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
October 3, 0:25 America, New York. Disney reaches deal to restore its channels on Dish Network. TV channels owned by Walt Disney are back on Dish Network's satellite broadcasting and streaming platforms after the two companies reached a tentative agreement on a new contract.
Marginal revolution.
October 3, 022 America, New York. Trey Howard, arguing nuclear risk is low. From my email. Recent headlines prompted me to revisit the list I sent earlier this year. The situation is grim but unlikely to lead to nuclear weapons. Ukrainian military power is overrated. It still seems like we are giving Ukraine 1/10 of the equipment they would need to actually eject the Russians.
Marginal revolution.
October 2, 1805 America, New York. Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank rumors. Rumors they are, and here is a thread. Developing. The post-Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank rumors appeared first on Marginal Revolution. Comments: Brazil has risen again. The South American country of Brazil. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
October 2, 1500 America, New York. Economy week ahead. U.S. jobs market and trade in focus. New data will provide details on the labor market's health and the U.S. trade deficit.
Finance and economics.
October 2, 1443 America, New York. America's economy is too strong for its own good. Despite market turmoil, the Fed is set on relentless rate rises.